staring contest. The duck was winning. "Okay, one and onlys," Shanks said. "Time to gather clues. Paul, you go snoop on Mr. Babbage and Officer Portnoy. See if you can overhear anything that might be useful. Peephole and I will get a closer look at these duckies." I strolled over and stood behind Babbage and Officer Portnoy, trying to appear like a normal, non-snooping kid.
"Well, Mr. Baggage," I heard Officer Portnoy say, "I'm stymied."
"Please, call me Lance," Babbage said, nervously smoothing the collar of his bathrobe and shifting his gaze from his transformed backyard to the growing crowd of onlookers. Mr. Babbage was always very well dressed, and today was no exception. His bathrobe was scarlet and silky, and it went all the way down to his feet, which were clad in slippers made of some kind of animal fur. His thin black hair was parted perfectly to one side, and his thick eyebrows seemed to be combed.
"You don't think they're dangerous, do you?"
I heard him ask Officer Portnoy, his face tight with worry. Officer Portnoy shook his head and clapped Babbage on the back.
"They're not real ducks," he said in a reassuring tone, "so no need to worry."
But Babbage did look worried. He flicked his eyes back and forth to see if anybody was listening, but luckily he didn't look down at me. He leaned closer to Officer Portnoy. He began whispering something, so I casually inched up behind them to listen.
"And normally I wouldn't pay attention to such things. It's just that it was so vivid, so real. In my dream, there was a horrible beast in my backyard, an enormous, ghastly thing."
Babbage's voice was faint and wavering.
"It was trying to get in my house, you see, but I wouldn't open the door. Its breath was heavy, steady, almost like a machine. Chuck, chuck, chuck. The walls were rattling, and then I woke up, and I could have sworn for a second or two that I still heard it breathing, but faint, like it had already run away. And that's when I looked out the window and saw them."
He nodded at the ducks.
"I called the police immediately. Didn't even go outside to look. I just had this spooky feeling about them. It must be some kind of sign, don't you think?"
Portnoy shrugged, never taking his eyes off the duckies.
"I'm afraid dreams are out of my jurisdiction."
Meanwhile, Shanks had wandered into the middle of the yard and was standing among a litter of ducks, grinning from ear to ear, her arms outstretched. Compared with the ducks, and with Mr. Babbage's dog, Shanks looked like a giant, which is maybe why she was smiling so much, because in reality she was short. Shortest person in the 5th grade short. And unless she was planning on growing a bunch over the summer, or somebody else was planning on shrinking, she'd be the shortest person in the 6th grade too. Sometimes when we all hung out together, people mistook her for Peephole's little sister, which people thought was hilarious. Shanks didn't. Shanks may have been small, but her personality was big. Like right now, she was having a blast in Babbage's backyard. Her electric blonde hair, almost white, which cascaded over her shoulders and reached down to her lower back, was swishing to and fro as she surveyed all the little yellow bodies around her. Shanks was like me. She loved mysteries. Peephole, meanwhile, lingered at the edge of the crowd. He liked solving things, but mysteries made him uncomfortable. Actually, a lot of things made him uncomfortable. Thunder, black ice, cats, leftovers, gym class, Vikings, loose tree branches that could fall on you at any time, eating outside, athlete's foot, certain cheeses, girls, basketball, the sound of other people's sneezes, the bubonic plague, Norwegian accents, and nose hair trimmers, to name a few. Worst of all, Peephole was afraid of bugs. And if you squinted, the duckies sort of...